So the winner of the Japanese Buzzword of the Year award has been announced, and it's...
今年話題になった言葉に贈られる T&D 保険グループ新語・流行語大賞が発表され、働いて働いて働いて働いて働いてまいります。
But rather than just make an entire negative video about this, let's make this productive, because in the video where I talked about all of the 30 candidates for this award, I mentioned that I probably should make a video on Chappy, so here's that video. Meaning-wise, pretty straightforward, nothing much to say. It's an affectionate term for ChatGPT, used by people who are obviously fans of the app, website, etc. This person, for instance, uses the term when posting about how they ask basically ChatGPT to compliment them and tell them that they were a good person, and since ChatGPT did that, they are showing affection for the language learning model by calling it Chappy. And there's no question that this term is big enough to deserve being a contestant on this list, as it's even been mentioned by large companies like Google Japan, who are stating in this tweet that they wish they had an affectionate nickname. But honestly, since you already have Guguru, which is like an entire verb for to search based on your company, I think that's a little greedy. So yeah, simple meaning and definitely popular. The only real question that remains is how long has this term been used? Now, while Chappy could obviously not have ever been used to mean ChatGPT before November of 2022, because that's when ChatGPT was first released, this term has seen a long history of use in Japan. If you check the Google Trends chart, not only are there spikes in 2015 and 2023, there's consistent use since at least 2004. And there's a lot of reasons for this. There was an anime that used the title, released back in the 1970s. It's just a common name for Japanese pets. Indeed, more recently, in Takopi's Original Sin, it's the name of a dog in that anime. It's also the name of a Pikmin character known as Bullorb in English. And I can easily explain the 2015 spike because that's when the movie Chappie came out, and in Japanese it is Chappy, which is again the same pronunciation and spelling. But how long did it take between November of 2022 and the announcement of its nomination for Buzzword of the Year in 2025 to become a word? Well, actually not that long. Because of all the other Chappy that are floating around online, searching for Chappy itself around late 2022, early 2023, did not actually produce any hits. Indeed, I would say that these other uses of Chappy are actually perhaps more popular even now. But by putting Chappy and GPT into the search function together, I was able to find clear uses of Chappy to refer to this program by early February. Now, I will say that a lot of these are proposals for using Chappy as an affectionate term. The top tweet that you're looking at there is saying, hey, is anyone using this term? I am. And the bottom one is just like putting it out there as one of 3 other nicknames. But within a month of this, so by April of 2023, I could find people using Chappy without mentioning ChatGPT at all and without any kind of proposal, just using it naturally as you would expect when it's kind of becoming an established term. So this is only 3 months from when people started using ChatGPT. And people also started verbing it quite quickly too. If you go back to one of the posts I showed earlier from February, they proposed not only nicknames for ChatGPT, but also a verb for talking to ChatGPT. And the 3 verbs they propose are jipiru, bitiru, and chapiru. And out of these, 1 and 3 are actually used. Chapiru is by far the dominant one. And while there have been popular posts such as this one from September of this year, which seem to propose the verb on their own, as if they just came up with it, and maybe they did, if anyone in 2025 is saying that they came up with Chapiru on their own, it's because they kind of haven't been paying attention. Because people have been seriously proposing and, as you can see in the bottom, using this verb by mid to late 2023. So again, within a year of the release of this product. I will say that I find more discussion of this verb as like, hey, we should use this verb, this would be a fun verb to use, than actual uses in 2023. But even within this year, we can find conjugations such as chapita. And to me, when you start to see people conjugate these verbs, that shows that they're actually being used. Although I actually can't find anyone using chapiranai or chapiranai, I guess because people who don't use these don't really tweet about how they don't use it. But honestly, who knows? And while jipiru is definitely less popular, and I would even say likely to kind of be forgotten in a few years, there is authentic use out there, including like past tense conjugations by 2024. So all in all then, again, I think this was a good candidate for Buzzword of the Year. As for me though, I will continue to dekiru kagiri chapiranai. So rest assured that the reason that the scripts for these videos are often sloppy and trash is because they are being authentically created by a sloppy and trash human being.